Welcome back to 101 Great Goals. My name's Will Brazier, and today we are playing Would You Rather with Didi Hamann. I'm going to give you a scenario and we want your opinion on it. So the first one is not to play a minute of an entire tournament, but your country gets to the final, or you play every minute, but you lose in the semi-final.
The first.
So you want your team to get to the final,
Yeah,
and you're happy sitting on the bench.
Yeah, the team comes first, and there's you want to be successful as a team, and that's all that matters. It's no good. No, it's no good losing around before, and playing all the games. No. For me, it's not even a question. Yeah, I expected to play the Champions League final. I never. Of course, I was disappointed, but only for a minute, and I supported the lads because, end of the day, you've got to be in the right frame of mind, and you've got to support each other, and it's a team game. If you think you rather play all the games and get knocked out in the semis, you should be playing golf or tennis.
Is that one of them things as well, where you might be sat on the bench as well, but then even for your personal motivation, that can sort of lead on to getting bigger and better for the future?
Yeah, 100%. And if you're not a team player, I think if you're not a team player, you've got to be very, very good to get away with it. You've got to be one of the best players in the world, if not the best players in the world, and then you can say, well, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this. And if the team is fine with it, then it's good. But unless you're the best, and I suggest that Ronaldo and Messi are brilliant team players. They may have their own. Ronaldo may do the odd thing, but when he does play, he always wants the best for the team, and I think that's how it should be. And I think that's essential, and that's how I brought up. My dad coached me for a few years, and that's always what he instilled in us. And and this is why a team sport is so fantastic. You win together, you lose together, but you've got to be together. And as I said, of course everybody wants to play, but only 11 can play. It's the name of the game, unfortunately. And, I think sometimes in a tournament like this, we didn't touch on that before. I think sometimes the guys who are not playing are more important than the guys who are playing, because the guys who are playing, they're happy. And there's always, now you've got 26 in the squad, so there will be 15 in your squad who don't start a game. Out of these 15, probably 4 or 5 might think in the back of their heads, well, I should be playing. These are the guys you've got to speak to. These are the guys you've got to keep on board, because if they go astray, the whole thing goes up in flames.
Would you rather be sent off in a European Championship final with the score at 0-0 after an hour, or let your opponent score and be 1-0 down?
I'd probably say the first again. I think I'd rather play with 10 men.
Yeah, be sent off with the score at 0-0.
Yeah.
Try and grind it out for half an hour.
Grind it out for half an hour. You might be able to nick one. If not, try to get them into penalties. When you're 1-0 down, you've got to start taking chances. I'd probably rather have a man sent off.
Would you rather win the European Championship for your country or the Champions League for your club?
If you said the World Cup or the Champions League, I couldn't have given you an answer. I probably would have gone for the Champions League, yeah.
Love that. Would you rather take the first or the 5th penalty in a penalty shootout in the European Championship final?
First.
Just get out of the way, bang it in.
Well, I did take the first one in Istanbul. And the season after we played the FA Cup final, I took the first one again. I think we started against West Ham in 2006. The thing is, in the Champions League final, Dida went to the same corner every penalty. Yeah, he did so in the game, saved Alonso's. He went to his right, and in the penalty shootout, obviously I didn't know that because I took the first one, and I didn't even think about that. You had one in regulation time. And Xavi missed it. So I didn't even think about that, which was probably a good thing. Now, he went to the same corner to his right, every penalty. Now, you take the last penalty. What are you going to do?
To the left.
To his left?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's it's a mind game. It's psychology. You know, I don't know
what
he
would
would
in my
have.
head then. I was getting a bit nervous under the pressure.
Well, he's gone. He faced 5 penalties and he went to his right every single penalty. And you take the last one, the 6th one. You know, what are you going to do? Because you think, oh, surely he's got to go the other side. And then you start thinking, and that's probably what because he probably thought percentages, you know, if I could go to one side, 1 or 2 out of the 5 will go to this corner. And I might be able to save 1, maybe 2, which is not a bad thing to think. You know, I think it's a good approach to a penalty shootout. But what it does, the last person will see that, and if he goes to the same corner, he will go, well, surely he can't go to the same corner every penalty, so maybe he's going the other way. What am I going to do?
Yeah.
And once you start thinking, I think he's won half the battle, and that's why I'd rather take the first one, not knowing what he's going to do the other 4.
You got me confused, and I'm not even taking a penalty.
There we go.
Final one. Would you rather have to wear the same unwashed socks every game for an entire tournament, or wear the same unwashed boxers for the entire tournament?
Probably the socks.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? So thank you very much for watching today. My name's been Will Brazier. This has been 101 Great Goals, and make sure you stick around across all our platforms for our amazing coverage of Euro 2020.